Hey, what's going on, everybody? I think I want to do a solid one on this one because I was talking to one of my, I ain't gonna drop no names. We'll just leave it at that. But they pretty much were having a dilemma, and he's tried, he's tried reaching out to this female, and I usually like to sit back and let people self learn or teach themselves, you know, I guess everything is a teachable moment. And shout out to everybody who's joining in on me about this. But I wanted to do this talk because pretty much the females he's been dating have all followed by the same generic type of pattern. And he was saying that, nah, man, like this one she's Hispanic, or what I'm saying, this one she's a red bone. I said, well, if we don't go by the color, if we don't go by the height or the measurements or anything like that, let's go by their merit of what they do, and let's go by how they've been carrying themselves. Shout out to anybody who's in the storm. I hope y'all safe. I hope everything's well. Please and like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for everybody who's supporting us. Oh yeah, let me make sure I get this out the way. Thank you for joining us, and just whatever. Let me get this back out the way. So he would keep choosing the same type of woman, and I don't think he really noticed it until we started pointing out, like, yo, dude, what's up with you choosing all these MILFs? And he's like, what do you mean I ain't choosing all the MILFs? Like, I just like what I like. I said, well, let's sit down. Most of the females you get have kids. They have some type of damaged past, and that they always have some type of dark secret or hidden figure. And he was like, yeah, nah, it can't be like that. I said, well, Annie, Rhonda, and Sarah all have previous abusive histories. And he would be like, okay, but I see potential in them. Like, Joe, it's not for you to judge. And I said, okay, I get what you're trying to say, and I get how you're trying to go about say this, because, men have this thing, especially for black men, they have this type of stigmatism where they don't want to really call out a woman. And I said, what's your relationship with your mother? He was like, well, shoot, my mom, she's an angel. She's good. Like, shit. I said, bruh, your mom forgot you at south of the border. Remember? She left you at south of the border. Luckily, your grandma woke up in the van and y'all turned around. Your mom has 5 kids. 3 of those kids, she don't even know who the father is. Your mom is not the best woman. Anytime we call her out, after she spent up her doggone check, either on booze or crab legs or whatever she want to do, she know how to hit you up on the phone. He was like, okay, so you kind of bash my mom. I'm calling out a pattern. These women exhibit the same behaviors your mother does. He says, well, Joe, I don't feel like it's like that. I think you're overshooting the thing. I said, well, let me tell you how so. Because what's going on, Doug? Much praise and respect to you, brother. The reason why I know this, because I had the same issues. I did. I used to look for dysfunctional women. A lot of black males, being that majority of them are raised by or in a dysfunctional home, look for the same type of criteria of an environment to breed in. You can say, Joe, you're making this up. This is a fraudulent statistic. Then if that was the case, then what would you say about the black community as of late? And why do men still choose the same type of women that exhibit the same behaviors that their mother exhibit? Why do women go out and party and plan and do everything else unplanned pregnancies, just like majority of your mothers? We date the same thing that we hate. We mate with the same thing that made us. It's an ongoing cycle of abuse, psychological trauma. And the thing about it for black men, we're not calling out this entity because we don't want to offend mama. Mind you, Tupac said the same thing about his mama was a crackhead, but he still wanted to call her a queen even though she kicked him out the house multiple times. How many of your brothers have been sent to your grandma's house, your auntie's house, or kicked out of the house because you were either seen as your father's seed or you pretty much just were a hindrance? And what I mean by hindrance, I mean one more mouth to feed. She couldn't really handle you. She can't check you like she checked your father. So she can get rid of you. She couldn't abort you because she didn't even know she was pregnant. So she held on to you. But not because she wanted to. She says that you're a blessing and God can't judge me, but let alone she has a dude at her house every Friday night. And that's not including you. You see, we see the cycle of a lot of men keep choosing these women. Heck, I even spoke to a woman not too long ago who literally, after having multiple children, she found a dude who was willing to take her on. Now, I'm not trying to say that, hey, all you women who have kids, hey, we don't know your past or your situation or where you came from, but we can't lie about this because y'all see these same dudes and y'all be dating them. Y'all like, damn, I'm not your mama. Why do you keep comparing me to your mother? You see, it's a psychological thing because in that boy's mind, when he was young, he didn't want his mama doing those kind of things, out there partying and clubbing and, trying to keep up with the Joneses and spreading her legs for just to go get a nickel, a dime, a buck, or just to say, I'm a powerful woman, but yet she's like sucking off of the system. But see, he wanted to say, mama, you don't have to do these things. And because that boy at the time, he was not in that type of stage as a man to do for himself or to provide for himself. This is why you see a lot of boys go into the streets and start banging, selling, stealing. And then mama will turn a blind eye because she don't want to see that even though I know it's wrong, that's my king or that's my little man. This is why you get a lot of women who will defend their son even though he's a thug. Come on, somebody. Y'all can't say I'm lying about this because we've seen this before. There was a woman who knew her son was a gangbanger, and when the police were going to go in the building and probably and take him, she was begging and pleading with the police, no, don't do it, even though he was a leader of a blood gang and he was known for killing people. She still said, no, he's just a boy. This is why you see a lot of y'all women, y'all end up wondering like, yo, what is up with this kid? Like every time I want him to be a man, he won't do the things he needs to do as a man. Because in his mind, he's still trying to save mama. Even though he knows that you're fucked up, he's still trying to save his mama through you. And we got to be realistic about that. We have a lot of that in the black community. I can't really speak on white society or Hispanic society. So I know some of y'all say, well, they got it too. But unless you've been in those societies, and we got to be for real, the black society is the most it's just the most dysfunctional household right now. Well, you can say black men aren't trying to marry, but see, here's the thing about it. How many black boys grew up in a household with a mother who was married? How many black boys grew up in a household where there was a father present? How many black boys actually knew the location of their dad as of right now? Y'all can't say that I'm lying to y'all. Most of the time, y'all get mad at me because I'm saying something that is actually very true. You want to hold the white man accountable, but see, we're not trained to hold our mother accountable and say, Mom, you're pretty fucked up. And I'm choosing this woman because some part of me sympathizes with her and I empathize with her because I see a part of you in her. This is why you see a lot of men. This is why you see a lot of men not really want to deal with black women. Because the first woman that they thought that they would respect would be their mother. They lost all type of respect for her. Because mama wasn't mama. Mama was some woman that just spewed me out like an entity. And I just dealt with her. This is why I tell a lot of y'all women, quit trying to be your son, like quit calling your son young king and prince and all that shit. No. You don't have to do all that. Quit letting every man just walk up into your bedroom. I know some of y'all men ain't gonna like me saying that, but it's true because honestly, when this woman get pregnant or knocked up, how many niggas be running to the goddamn bedside right by her when you about to push that baby out? Say, oh shit, I'll take care of that baby. Ain't no nigga want to do that shit. And when they do that, we call them simp. Just keeping that shit 100. A lot of fathers that were in the household weren't even being dads. I've known some households where the dad would not be the man. The mom was playing more so the man and bitching out dad. And when the son would see that, he would get that imagery in his mind that, wow, mama's strong, daddy's weak. Because daddy know that if he walks out and behind closed doors, if you leave that house, I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna say you hit me. I literally know a woman who literally, after she already had stabbed her man with a goddamn salad fork, she punched herself in the face and said, when you leave, I'm gonna call the MPs and said that you beat me. This man, after me and two other neighbors watched that shit, went right back in the house, put his keys on the goddamn table, and went right up to his room and started playing his PlayStation while still bleeding. And you know who he called? He was calling his mom. How do I know this? Because he called his mom before when the incident happened again. You see, a lot of you boys, y'all don't want to be open and say that, listen, I got some hidden demons. And my poor choice in women is because I'm still trying to save that first woman that I loved, my mother. But the thing about it was, I could not save her. I can't save her. And it's not my job to save everybody. Understand this. It is not your fault that that woman is jacked up. It's not your fault, brothers. You need to hold your own self accountable for your actions. And the first accountability that you got to understand is that you don't have to clean up the mistakes that she made. Does it make you any more or less than a man saying no? Does it make you any more or less than a man when you choose not to deal with her? A lot of you men feel like the minute she gets in the situation, you got to go dig in your pocket. A lot of y'all listen to her stories on the phone and you be like, yeah, girl, yeah. You know, I'll tell you what, your car needs oil change and the gas change. Let me handle that for you. No. See, that's not your job. And I know a lot of y'all women gonna get mad at me for saying that, but that's not that man's job. If I ain't married to you and we're just dating, I'm not doing shit. And some of y'all can say, well, Joe, that's just you because shit, I'm a dude. Listen, I don't get you niggas. Y'all be doing 5 million things and forget that you don't even got the first thing, the ring on her finger. So you're not obligated to do shit. Understand this. Your mama wasn't obligated to your father because those niggas were never married. And because she never had an obligation, you understood that, yo, maybe I don't want to be like my daddy that was told to me that he's a deadbeat, and I want to pick up the slack. But see, really what you're trying to do is you're trying to save a dying situation. Sometimes you got to pick up your dick and leave. If she wants salvation, she'll get her shit together. That's a hard fact. And a lot of y'all women, y'all can't get mad at me because you honestly know it's true. This is why y'all get with a lot of situations with a man who looks down on your ass or treats you less than, because he understands that I'm your God because I saved your black ass. The woman truly wants independence. Let her fix her own shit. Just like your mama. I know one woman, she worked over 40 hours at a gas station, and she would walk to the gas station with no damn car. That was a 30-minute walk, there and back. And she took care of 2 kids. One of them wasn't even hers. But she said, I'll never beg that man for no type of assistance, something that he should know he's supposed to do. You see, that child was watching that mom and said, damn it, I wish I could do for my mama. But see, understand, mama understood that I put myself in a situation by getting with this man. Now I got to fight and dig my way out. And you see, you didn't catch that part, son. My dad divorced. My mom started putting a lot of pressures on me as if I was the man in the house. And thank God for my uncle. My uncle came in. He said, Zed, he's not a man. He's a boy. Why are you trying to make him do what a man is supposed to be doing? Let him be a boy. But see, in her mind, she said that I have an able-bodied man right here. I'm going to put him to work. But see, my uncle checked her because he saw what was unfolding. And he saw the disdain I was getting for her. I loved her. I love my mom. But I was getting some type of animosity. And see, some of y'all say, well, shit, that was me. I'll gladly do for my mom. See, that's you, nigga. That's you. That's you. But me, I was taking care of my little brother, washing, cooking, and cleaning, and doing the house. My mama would go out on a date sometime. She didn't drag us to church, and I hated that stupid church. And we also had to go hang out in front of his badass, stupid kids. I had to do all that shit. And my uncle said, why you got him doing all the stuff that a man's supposed to be doing? You got a full old man that be coming around here every other day to come hang up in your face. But see, that nigga didn't want to do that. I was doing that. And the thing about it was, my uncle said, take your ass to school and be a kid. See, a lot of y'all didn't get to have your childhood. It was robbed of you. Because you try to be something that you weren't and you weren't ready to be. This is why a lot of boys have the stigmatism where they have not yet figured out how to be a man, have they not figured out how to be a father, because they've been trying to emulate what they think a father should do. What their mother tells them. See, I never understood that when a woman tells a young man how to be a man. I never understood that shit. How does she know what a man needs to be and she ain't never been a man? I be checking Melissa on that all the time. Melissa be trying to tell me about, well, what a man's supposed to be. I said, hold, excuse me. Do you have a dick? Do you have a penis now? Are you peeing standing up? Do you run a risk of getting colon cancer? Did you stop having your period? Then how the fuck you gonna tell me what a man is? You see, that's the problem. Y'all being told what a man is by a woman who can't get or hold a man. And you see, that's why y'all get with these women who make poor decision choices. Because you want to try to fix the fragmented mindset of your mother. Say, look, mama, I got a girl and I mean, she got her things together and we doing pretty good. And see, this is why I see a lot of you niggas on people's court, on goddamn cops and all that shit, wonder how the fuck you got there, because you are making the same stupid mistakes that your mother made. Now, some people, they say, fuck it, I'm taking myself out the game. But see, a lot of these guys, and I mean, it's a good majority of them, who go out there and start being in the streets and gang banging and tattooing and all that stupid shit, and getting into all types of miscellaneous stuff, like where it'll be stuff like, I've seen men get so emotionally unbalanced that now they don't even know if they fucking with dudes now. They don't. Because they're so mentally and sexually confused. And y'all can say, well, Joe, I feel like you attacking gays. No, nigga, I'm just telling you how the game is. This is why you see so many boys so emotionally unbalanced now. Because what do you expect of a boy in a household run by women and he's emotionally fragmented? See, one thing about when you're around a group of men, I'm not talking about these wannabe men. I'm talking about men. They shut that shit down when it comes to emotion. This is how you can tell the difference between those who are raised by a man and those who haven't been raised around any type of man. Because when I started acting a certain type of way or freaking out around my granddaddy or my dad or any of them, they said, boy, shut your ass up. Shut up. Think. Don't let emotion take over. Use the logic. You see, that's something between men and women. That's our biggest difference. And that's our weapon. Women think off of emotion. Men think off of logic. That is why the woman, when the man's gone, is in charge of running the children. Because men, when we deal with children, we don't naturally listen. All that emotional shit that the kids be going through, and daughters and sons. See, when we talk to the son, we give them tutelage in how to be a man. When we're dealing with our daughters, we're telling her and showing her how a man walks and talks, and the type of etiquette he's supposed to have. The woman keeps the household stable while the man is gone. And even when he is there, she knows that, listen, my job is to keep this household cooked, clean, and whatever I got to do. So this man, all he has to do is keep the goddamn roof over our heads. I take care of everything else. It's just like the owner of the building. The owner buys the building, and he puts the workers in there so that way they can keep the house functioning. Some of y'all motherfuckers may not like that, but you know what? Honestly, that's why some of y'all asses will never get married. And if you are married and you're telling the man, well, my man don't do that, well, then your man is a bitch. I'm sorry. Take it like you want to take it. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. Because honestly, that's just how it is. I don't mind washing dishes. I don't mind cooking. I don't mind cleaning. I don't mind doing that. I ain't gonna say a man should know how to do that. But understand, if I do it a certain type of way and want my house done a certain type of way, my woman better be my helpmate and better be able to keep that kind of standard up. But see, a lot of men don't know and haven't seen that before. A lot of men, this is why y'all get punked out by y'all women. So I've seen the shit at goddamn Walmart. The woman says, I want to get this. The man says, listen, baby, I don't get paid. And we're trying to get out of debt. She said, I didn't ask you all that shit. She said, give me your fucking wallet. He reached right in there and pulled out his wallet. I said, God damn. No. It's like that Indian commercial. I saw a tear come out of the Native American. I just saw a tear come out of his eye the minute she took that damn wallet out. I said, damn, what are we on Cell Block C? Well, we got women punking men right there in goddamn Walmart? What kind of shit is this? But see, that's the type of man that always saw that his mama, you couldn't tell her shit. So guess what? He got with a woman that could easily punk his ass. Women like a man that knows how to take charge and be a man. That way she can have some type of support and stability in her life. See, men, we bring in that type of order. That's why a woman likes to feel protected. That's why she likes to, a woman likes to feel like, oh my goodness, I've got this shield of protection. But see, when you never seen that before, and you see mama always damn Captain Catwoman or some shit doing all this freaky shit, you know, I don't know. Y'all be co-signing the dumbest shit. And I be wondering about you brothers. I be seeing y'all act stupid, and you wonder why your girl can go to your mother and they both tag team your ass. You see, that's because those two are the same. Thank you for finding my twin. I remember I was talking to a girl who was crazy as fuck. I told her no, she started beating on the dashboard and shit, taking off her flip-flops, hit me while I'm driving. I said, woman, if you hit me again with that flip-flop, I will throw your ass out on Highway 95. We ain't playing this dumb shit. She said, I just want you to love me. I said, what the fuck? Love you? You want me to love you after you try to beat me while I'm driving and you try to grab the wheel? But see, some of you niggas, y'all think that, oh shit, that's that crazy love. Because you know why? Because you seen your mama and you knew your mama was a crazy bitch. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Your mama was doing some crazy shit, called the police on daddy. Daddy come right back, but he had nowhere else to go and he didn't want to go stay with his mama. But he knew she was crazy. So guess what? He came right back to the house and dealt with your crazy ass mama. And then that's how you saw how mama and daddy were. See, some of y'all don't want to say that shit, but it's okay. I don't mind saying that. My dad said the most incredible thing that I keep in my heart. He said, son, I'd rather be out there in the streets than have a woman treat me like a bitch. And when he said that, my mama called the police on him. She said, ain't nobody gonna call me no bitch. He said, fuck it. Grabbed his pack of cigarettes, grabbed his wallet, put on his doggone leather jacket, put on his flip-flops, went to his truck, smoked his cigarette. Police came, we went and talked to them. But my respect for my father grew. But I said, you know, that man knew who he was as a man. And he refused to get treated less than. I just want you brothers to know that you don't have to keep the stereotype or the stigmatism. You don't have to. Be your own individual. Respect yourself. Quit choosing the same bad type of role model that you grew up with or gave you up to somebody so that way they can go live their life. That's not your job. This is Joe from BMT2 Unfiltered. I hope y'all enjoyed the segment. You did it. Either give it a thumb up or give it a thumbs down. I don't give a shit. I want to give a shout out to Doug, Lita, Ontario, Natasha, Auntie Gwen. Who else do I got? I got quite a few other people on Facebook. But I want to give a shout out to those who watch the show. I want to give a shout out to Doug, my moderator, and those who are watching the show right now that I can't see. I ain't got time to look at all the stuff. But please take this into consideration. I'm gonna do the one for the females about daddy didn't love me, but he said he did. It's gonna be one for females on why they choose the niggas that they do choose. All right, guys, this is Joe from Black Man Talk. Peace.